It's hard to believe the Xbox One has been around for nearly 5 years. It's such an incredible console capable of doing so much. If you want to keep your Xbox One in tip-top shape, then make sure you don't do any of the things we mentioned in this video. If it's your first time visiting us, be sure to hit that subscribe button to stay up to date with the gamer, and ring that bell to become part of our notification squad so you never miss a video. But before we get into some of the things you shouldn't do to your Xbox One, have you ever seen our friends at Crafty Hackers? They'll teach you about all the awesome things you can do with everyday objects, so check them out. Without further ado, let's get into some of the things you should never do to your Xbox One. Jailbreak the console. On the surface, jailbreaking sounds like a great idea. It's a way to give the Xbox One much more functionality than the core experience can. The most popular jailbreak on the Xbox One is called the JTAG. It gives you access to more features and even cheats for some games. While no self-respecting gamer would use these cheats in an online multiplayer game, it has happened before. No. Even if you don't use these cheats in a competitive game, the services may be able to identify a jailbroken console and ban you before you even have a chance to cheat. Well, that's what you get. You may even be permanently banned from Xbox Live, so it's definitely not worth it. Buy third-party controllers. Seriously, don't ever buy third-party controllers. They just suck. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Buts. Sure, it may be wireless and rechargeable, but it'll only last an hour before the battery's dead. Also, the thumbstick might even break off, even though it's only a week old. They're not the best quality, that's for sure. Make sure you buy Xbox One products from Microsoft and only Microsoft. Did you hear that, Microsoft? Where's our check? Companies like PowerA and Mad Catz may have cheaper controllers, but they're certainly not worth it. Trust us. Close it during firmware update. Whether it's due to you tripping over a wire or a power outage, there are some times where we're playing our Xbox One and it accidentally turns off. Sure, it's no big deal, unless it was during a firmware update. No! These are updates to the system software, not to a single game, so if something disrupts the update process, it could totally brick your console. It could put the Xbox One in an endless updating loop that would force you to get it repaired. Make sure skies are clear and you don't leave the couch during firmware updates. Update without knowing changes. Sticking with firmware updates, it's important to read the update notes before making a decision. Check forums and see if anyone is having issues with the update before downloading it. If it sounds like there may be problems, it might be safer to wait it out until Microsoft fixes things. Of course, you won't have access to online features unless you go through with the update, but we think you could go a few days without Fortnite if that means you'll have a working Xbox One. It's just a couple nights, you'll make it. Once things are fixed, you could download the update and play until your heart's content. Buy into scams. The internet is full of scams and con artists who just want to make a quick buck or ruin someone's day. The best way to avoid this is to do your research. One of the biggest scams which bricked plenty of consoles were these instructions that were released weeks after the Xbox One launch, detailing how to enable backwards compatibility on your console. If you follow these instructions, it'll destroy your Xbox One and you'll have to buy a new one since it wouldn't be covered by the warranty. Nice. Many people lost their consoles due to this pointless scam. Well, that's just plain mean is what it is. Take it apart to clean vents. Unless you're having a problem with the motherboard or disc reader, or want to switch out the HDD for a bigger one, you should never open your Xbox One console, especially if you just want to clean it. If you lose a piece or don't remember how things go, you could be in a world of trouble. If you just want to clean the inside of the console, use a can of compressed air and spray it towards the vents. It's just air, so it won't damage anything, and it'll get rid of all the dust, making it difficult for your Xbox One to breathe. Seriously, don't take it apart, you don't know what you're doing. Clean surface with wet cloths. Water and electronics. Name a worse duo. Oh, you can't? Yeah, that's what we thought. It may seem pretty obvious, but a lot of people think everything needs water and soap to be cleaned. For all electronics, including the Xbox One, that's definitely not the case. The excess water could leak into the console and damage very important components. Using a dry microfiber cloth to clean the outside of the Xbox One and compressed air to clean the inside of the console, see previous entry, you'll be able to keep it looking spotless for a long time. Squeaky, squeaky. Ooh, that's clean. Run out of AA batteries. Somehow in 2018, Xbox One controllers still rely on AA batteries. We hate batteries in our controllers. It's just stupid and pointless, and I hate them. Lithium-ion rechargeable batteries cost more from Microsoft to put into the controller, but they're so much better. You'll never run out of a lithium-ion battery since you just plug your controller in when it needs to be charged. However, if you only have one controller and run out of AA batteries, yeah, you're screwed. To make sure this doesn't happen, buy a few of those 50 AA battery packs at your local Costco. Even though they might not last long, you'll never have to worry about running out of AA batteries again. Hear that, Costco? Where's our check? Watch live TV. When the Xbox One was announced, one of its main selling points was the ability to watch live TV on the console. That was pretty pointless, really. Most people just have a cable provider, and your Xbox One is usually plugged into a TV in the first place, so you just have to change the source to watch live TV. We don't recommend watching live TV on the Xbox One because that's not what it's designed to do. It's meant to play video games, so treat it as such. We're sure the box associated with your cable provider will be just as good, if not better. Have the Kinect. With the Kinect, Microsoft is watching your every move. Just kidding. Or are we? That was ominous. When the Xbox One was announced, Microsoft said the Kinect was mandatory on the Xbox One, which sent gamers into a frenzy. It's pretty easy to do, actually. The type of people who put tape over the camera of their laptops were freaking out over the fact that a camera was mandatory. Microsoft quickly rectified the issue and said the Kinect was no longer mandatory, but the damage was already done. The Kinect isn't the most useful peripheral anyway, so if you actually think Microsoft sits there and watches you game, get rid of the Kinect. We won't judge you. We don't use the Kinect either. If Microsoft wants to watch me game in my underwear while eating Doritos, well then hey, enjoy the show, pal. While we don't recommend you do any of these things to your Xbox One, what you should do is check out our friends over at Crafty Hackers. If you like crafts and DIYs, you should definitely check them out. They have this awesome video about how you can turn everyday objects into amazing toys. Make sure you check them out and leave them a little like. Click in the corner to watch. Tell them the gamer sent you. Well, there you have it. Have you done any of these things to your Xbox One? Are there any other things we may have missed? Let us know in the comment section below, and don't forget to subscribe to The Gamer for more videos like this one. Thanks for watching. Seriously, thanks. It means a lot.